Okay, so the first match is set to begin. It is Dark Samus versus Cloud from Final Fantasy. And this is going to be one of those games, Frank, where, again, Samus is going to want to keep Cloud away as much as possible. Cloud is a big sword-wielding character, and it's all about getting close for Cloud. So as long as Samus can do her level best to keep Cloud away, and that's a good start right there. if Cloud just goes ahead and self-destructs for his first life, that's a big advantage for Samus right there. This is one of those stages too. It's a moving stage, as you can see on the glacier there.
Yeah.
You do not want to fall off at this point. You will be dragged into the undertow immediately, just like Cloud was right there. Yep. And he's lost his second life. Already a huge advantage for Christian. Great job keeping level. Now here at this part, you are allowed to get off the stage and get into the water. However, you better watch out because there's something waiting for you in the water there. A big fish will come up if you stand too long in the water. It'll swallow you whole. So you really still don't want to go off the stage here, Frank. That's not something you want to have happen. But you won't immediately die, just like Cloud did there. So again, it looks like Samus is playing a good aerial game, just, again, keeping her distance from Cloud, because if Cloud catches her with that big sword, it could spell trouble. And, yeah, Cloud is just doing everything he can to get as close as he can to Samus. Oh, we see the arrows there. That means the stage is going to be lifting off the water here. And now it's lifting up into the sky. So if you're taken off the stage here, you will die if you can't grab the ledge. Another thing about this stage, you'll see, Frank, these characters are slipping around a lot. Doesn't it look like that, Frank?
Yeah, you get the ice on the level, too. The traction's not very good.
The traction is terrible here, Frank. Excellent. Yeah, it's... Oh, a nice hit there by Samus. Can he finish it? Yes, he does. That is game one, goes to Christian. An excellent start for him in this league.
Might have gotten lucky on that first death, but came in clutch on that third one.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, Frank, that stage is a pretty tough one to play on. I'm surprised they both agreed to it, actually.
Yeah, I don't... It's pretty shocking to see. I would think something, from what I've seen, something static, maybe like a Pokemon Stadium 2, something like that, where it's just a pretty even platform and the best, comes down to talent and stuff like that, not necessarily some RNG of the level.
Yeah, there's definitely some gimmicks going on there. Most people choose, like you said there, that Pokemon Stadium for a nice flat surface, but I guess these two wanted to mix it up a little bit today. Nothing wrong with that, though.
Yep.
It looks like Christian's opponent is sticking with Cloud for game two. Let's see what stage they decide to choose. Ooh, they decided to choose Rainbow Cruise, but it's the battlefield version of the stage, Frank. That means we won't see any strange gimmicks going on here.
Oh, okay, so it's just the static version of this level.
That's right. Normally, Rainbow Cruise is a moving version, so there's a ship flying, there's platforming involved, and it's a moving stage. So it's really not ideal for anything but, unless you're having a party with your friends.
Yeah.
But for competitive Smash, battlefield version is where you want to go. Oh, an excellent charge shot there by Samus. As once again, Christian is doing his best to keep Cloud at bay. And the nice shove right there that says, "Get away from me, Cloud. I don't want you touching that ledge. Take some missiles." And an excellent KO by Samus there.
Good edge work with those bombs, too, just to keep them over there.
Absolutely, Frank. You said it. Yeah, and now Samus is doing her level best to just get some chip damage in, get as much as damage as she can on Cloud for a nice big charge blast, because she wants to make sure Cloud goes full flying as far as he can. A nice missile hit right there, charging up the rest of that shot. And now Samus is at full charge. Let's see. A beautiful hit right there, and picks up the KO. That's exactly how you want to be playing Samus, Frank. She's doing everything right. Yep, keeping Cloud airborne there. Oh, a nice hit there from the sword. But Samus is like, no, you're not getting that close to me. Uh-oh. Oh, looked like Cloud might have overestimated on that down smash there, Frank. That could have cost him. But he was able to recover. But Samus is not letting go, keeping Cloud off the edge. And like I always say, Frank, Smash is not about how much damage you can really do. It's about keeping your opponent off the edge, keeping them airborne.
He's doing a good job of pushing the opponent to the edge, leaving those bombs off to the side. That ends
there's
game
the
2.
game. Yeah, there's game 2. And not a life lost for Christian. An excellent job. Excellent job there.
So a 3-0 on both of the first 2 games. Gonna need a big comeback from Cloud here. See if he changes characters.
Yeah. It just doesn't look like that Cloud was pulling through, Frank. It just seems like Cloud just couldn't get close enough to do the damage he needed to do with his sword. So, but let's see. It looks like he is going back. Motox is going back to searching for a new fighter. Wants to change it up a little bit. Seems like a good idea at this point.
Yeah, I think the need to get in close with, the melee range of that sword. Christian's doing a good job with the bombs, the missiles, keeping that distance.
Yep. Oh, now here's a character we have to watch out for, Frank. He has switched to Falco, which means he's looking to use that reflector that the Star Fox characters have in order to bounce his projectiles back at him. So we got to look out.
It's a good switch by him to try and
Yes.
neutralize some of those missiles, some of those bombs, but we'll see how much of a difference it truly makes.
Yep. Again, Frank, against these reflecting characters, Samus has to play aggressive, kind of change up her play style. Before, she was trying to keep Cloud away as best she could. Now she's going to have to get up into Falco's face a little bit and, not be very, very conservative with the projectiles. And it looks like she's fighting back to get on the edge here and sends Falco airborne. She's still trying to get a charge shot whenever possible. It's going to be critical when she lets that charge shot go. Oh, right over the head of Falco. That's unfortunate for Christian there, because now he's got to start charging that beam all over again. And if Falco is doing what I think Falco's going to do, he's not going to give her the time of day. Looking for a big hit, trying to get Samus out of here. But Samus connects with the up B off the screen and gets the KO on Falco. But Falco retaliates with one of his own.
Got very offensive on that first kill, going all the way off the screen to take that extra damage to kill him.
Absolutely. Yep. Nice aggressive play there, but unfortunately for Samus, she was a bit too high on the damage percentage, so Falco was able to easily retaliate there. As you can see, Falco's throwing out that reflector, Frank. He's trying to bait Samus into using that charge shot because he knows that's big damage for him if he can time it just right. Unlike Fox, though, Frank, Falco, as you can see, kicks his reflector outward. He doesn't hold it down like Fox does and stay stationary. Falco does a little trick where he kicks the reflector at his opponent. So it requires a little more timing than, say, Fox would.
Once
a nice
again,
kick there
going
by
up top.
Samus. Yup. And Samus is at full charge and connects.
There it is.
For the KO. Excellent job right there by Samus. Now, it looks like Falco has a bit of a deficit to catch up. But as we can see, Frank, this is a much closer game than when Falco was playing as Cloud.
Yeah, forcing Samus to get in there to really take the fight to the other person and not just be able to sit back and use those ranged attacks.
Right. That's exactly right. So Samus is right now at some pretty high damage, but Falco is not looking too well either. And Falco is on the last life. Effectively, Samus at this point is one full life ahead of Falco. A nice grab there by Samus, and the finish.
There it is.
And Christian picks up his third win in this tournament. Congratulations.
And not just his third win, his third 3-0 in terms
3-0.
of just 3-0
well, this
shutouts all 3 times.
all 3 times. Yep. An excellent job right there.